How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode on the single player world. Hope you're having a super good day today. We're having a very good day, except for one major issue. The audio technical stuff and things are totally messed up. Oh my gosh, this is kind of like a test. I'm doing some audio testing because for the last 2 weeks, I've been having a terrible issue that apparently has persisted since 2014 and 2015 or something on the PlayStation 4. Since the freaking console came out. I think maybe even on the PS3 as well, and also on the PS4. Since it came out, there's been an issue with the audio where it stutters and stuff, and nobody has found a solution to it. And it just happens after a while, and there's nothing you can do about it. Ow. I've not done that in a while. Yeah, and I was running into this problem for the last freaking 2 weeks, and I recorded this episode thrice, 3 separate times, and each time the audio was messed up, and I did not realize it. Thinking I had solved the problem just left and right. Also had some other problems. I had some freaking blackouts in the areas, and I had some power outages and stuff, which also screwed things up. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm back. I'm doing some audio testing. Hopefully it is going to work because we have a bunch of things to get through in today's episode words. So stick around and hopefully it will work out. Okay, it seems to have subsided temporarily. So hopefully we're not going to have the same audio glitch, but just fair warning, there might be some cutouts, and there's really nothing I can do about it. I have no idea how to solve the problem. I've tried freaking everything, and nothing has an effect. I've noticed that if I'm doing intensive things in the game, and any game too, I've tried some other games. I tried playing some Ark, because that is notoriously laggy and hard to process on the console, and oh my gosh, it's even worse in that game. So I'm pretty sure that it has to do with my console, and it's like overworking or something like that. Man, I really don't know what's going on. But like I said, it's been a problem on this console for years and years, and it has never been fixed, which is ridiculous. Anyway, so let's get into the episode. Hopefully it's going to work out today, like I said. And so first of all, let's take a look at my favorite area in the entire freaking world. I love this place so much. This is our custom biome, the Lush Mesa place, and this was inspired by Good Times with Scar back in the Mesa server, freaking Hermitcraft 4 or whatever. I forget the season names, but it was a Hermitcraft season where he did that, and I thought it was pretty awesome, and so I tried to do that here. And this was my little mine shaft. Figured we'd just walk around for a second because I haven't been here in a long time, and it was giving me all the feels and stuff. And I have done a little bit of work in between episodes. Figured I would show it off. This fireplace has gotten super loud in one of the updates. I don't know why this is so loud. Really, really strange. Yeah, so anyway, this is my favorite area in the world, and I want to kind of polish things up. And one of the things I was realizing we need to do in the area is make a new type of custom tree. So down here, we got these small trees that I really like. I love these trees so much for some reason. And over here, we got the tall trees, and we need an in-betweener. We need a tree that's kind of not either one of these. That's kind of in the middle. I think 3 different types of trees are going to be perfect to get the whole vibe. We'll be able to blend. We'll do small trees, and we'll have some in-betweeners. We'll have the big ones, and then they'll peter off on the outsides of the biome place. Yeah, that's the plan. I think it'd be pretty cool. And then I also added some dead logs and stuff. This is like a tree that fell over. Thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep on working on this, and I think that's the next step, is to design a brand new tree. So we might do that coming up. But first, let's go check out what I found, because I made an epic discovery, something I didn't even realize was in the game. And I posted a picture of it on the Minecraft subreddit, and I got like 700 upvotes, so I'm pretty sure other people were not aware of this as well. So let's check this out. So apparently, baby zombies can ride all kinds of different mobs. Look at this, I got some progress done as well. And I found one on an ocelot. When did this become a thing? I had no idea this was part of the game, but it's amazing. So we got a zombie AI. The ocelot has been overwritten, so this guy will chase you around. It's pretty cool. And I don't know if creepers are still afraid of the ocelot, but that might be interesting to do some mob AI experimentation. I really hope the audio is working. I've tried to make this episode so many times. That's power outages and stuff as well, and it's just been so frustrating trying to get this done. So we're kind of like doing like a world tour today, because I did a lot of this stuff on camera, but the footage is all messed up. So I've been doing some research into the Mayan Aztec areas, and I've said areas a lot today. I just realized, into all the ruins and stuff in real life. I've been looking at real life pictures, and one of the things that's very common, I also finished up the texturization on the side. is these foundations, these like stone areas. I said it again, I'm on a loop today. These stone foundations, these stone platforms, because there was probably structures on top of it at one point, but over the years and the eons, the only thing that remains is the stone. Thus, the pyramid is still intact, and things like this are still intact, and some random bits here and there. So I'm just going to continue that. I'm going to keep adding stone structures and stuff, because I think it's going to add to the area. We really need to just keep going, because it's starting to look a little bit too much like a normal jungle with all the foliage. So I want to be be sure to make this very unique in some way. So maybe a custom tree over here as well. Some kind of like maybe like a curvy jungle tree or something was the idea. There's a lot of animals here. Also, there's like all these wolves over here. Bam. We got cats. We got a donkey. We've got tons of parrots. And I think I'm going to keep on the theme of having this be like our animal biome. We've got llamas over here as well. Super cool. So I'm going to keep going and probably bring some, other things. Oh my gosh. We got wild llamas. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I'm super happy about this. We're going to have to tame these guys up at some point. All right. Well, anyway, let's move on because there's something else I wanted to show you guys that is very important to the world. All right. Well, we got to go do something pretty important. We got to get one more nether skull because I actually had like 20 or 30 of them built up because I've been trying to get magma blocks. Oh my gosh. What the heck? I need to slab that little roof area. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get some blocks and do that right now. So this is the nether area, and it's very ghetto and not very built up at the moment, but that's okay because we're probably going to blow this whole area up with a TNT duplicator at some point. So it doesn't really matter. But what I want to do at the moment is block up that roof because that was super bad spawning zone. And everywhere else, like outside of the fortress, I'm not too worried about at the moment. Because like I said, we are going to blow it all up eventually anyway. But for now, we need another skull, or nether skull, a wither skull. Because I just killed like something like 5 withers, the wither bosses. And I wanted to show you how I did it. Because I used to be doing it with potions. Until I got a comment by somebody, Nick D. Sorry about the last name. I do not know how to pronounce things sometimes. And he was, he was asking about how do I get all my beacons, because I got a whole bunch of them. Well, I've been doing it the legit way. I've been doing it the really difficult way, and I do not recommend that because it takes a bunch of potions, and you die all the time, and it's really difficult. So I found a way better way to do it using bedrock. I'm sure you could guess. So we're going to check that out. But first, I need one more wither skeleton skull to do the thing with. So guys, rip console Minecraft. It happened. Finally happened. We all knew it was coming. Don't say you didn't know it wasn't coming. Ever since gold farms have broken endlessly left and right and so on, and the end bucket situation, and just you name it, all of the problems this version has, well, I had a suspicion that there is a reason for it. A root cause, I should say. And I kind of was just proven right about that. I haven't mentioned it because I'm just trying to stay positive. Excuse me, my throat. Haven't recorded in like 3 freaking weeks. Yeah, but I just haven't really made a video about it, and I've wanted to for a long time, but it's just like kind of a negative thing to talk about, so I haven't. But yeah, console edition's dead, guys. It's totally on its last legs. We get one more update. Obviously, the PS4 edition isn't dead, but like, come on, like that's a smaller amount of people in comparison to all the Nintendo players, and the Xbox is by far the most popular version. So anyway, Xbox players, by far the biggest demographic, and they're getting screwed out of the update circle, which really sucks. One last update, which is Update Aquatic, and that's it. Probably going to get bug fixes afterwards. I mean, if not, then that is the stupidest thing that they could ever possibly do for this game. If they don't update the game with like patches and stuff after that update, obviously they're going to, but if they don't, I mean, that's a huge fail. So hopefully you're going to get some bug fixes and stuff. Gold farms are going to get fixed and all that. I could not imagine a developer not getting the game at least to a somewhat stable point, like with with all of the mobs functioning properly. Come on, before they stop updating it. So I'm sure you'll get that. And the PS4 apparently is going to get unique updates and stuff. I don't know about that. We'll see what happens. Should be interesting. But it really looks like the new meta is just going to be Java or bust. It's like if you want to play Minecraft in any advanced way at all, like if you're above the age of 10, no offense to anybody younger, but I mean, honestly, oh, we got our skull. Sweet, we can get out of here. All right, that came off wrong. But what I mean about the younger generation is just the people who are less interested in the technical stuff like the math and the coordinates and all of the technical mob spawning stuff. All of that is kind of being swept into Java, and they're turning the console editions into the Bedrock editions. Oh, look, I already got 2 sets. Amazing. I thought we only had 2. Sweet. Well, I can show you this in a little bit better detail with a couple of these going at once. Amazing. So anyway, a bunch of stuff is happening, and I guess we'll keep talking about it in a minute, but it's just kind of a bummer. I'm sure everybody has been talking about it as well, because it is huge news, and it really, really sucks. So anyway, back to the game real quick. We are going to kill 2 withers at once with our brand new method. So like I said, I've been doing this with potions. Do not recommend. It's so difficult. If you want to do it, go underground. I recommend doing that and get a lot of potions and just spam sword and run at the guy as fast as you can, and hopefully it'll work out. So this is basically how I've been doing it lately. Is just finding these places in the bedrock where you can place down all the blocks and none of it is obstructed, and he's just got a block above his head. It's super easy to find places like this, and you can do multiples at once, which is awesome. Which I didn't even think was possible, but apparently that was an update recently as well, where you can do multiple withers at once. So check it out, and they are dying automatically. Amazing. Oh my gosh, I hope the audio is working out. I've done 6 of these guys. Actually, no, I did like 9 or 10 of them because I didn't save one of the runs because the audio was messed up. And the second time I saved it on accident and the audio was messed up. So I've done so many of these guys like this, and it works out really, really well. I haven't lost a star or anything. It's pretty cool. You can also jump up, and get close to him and like hit him with the sword and make it go a little faster, which is cool. Really, really easy way to do this. I'm liking it. Get wrecked. I'm pretty sure they don't drop wither skeletons either if they're getting constantly damaged. You see there, that was his middle explosion, and he gets to half health. A little bit of lag there. But we didn't see any wither skeletons. I don't know if they're like up in the blocks, but I really don't think they're spawning at all, which is interesting. Maybe if you just keep them being like damaged constantly, they don't have the ability to spawn their minions. Kind of cool. Yeah, so let's see what happens when he blows up. Hopefully the star is just gonna like shoot off onto the ground, but most of the time it'll just be on that block. And there we go. We got our super cheaty, super easy wither skeleton. Or wither skeleton, I keep getting those mixed up. We got our super cheaty nether star. Amazing. I wonder how many of these guys can exist in a world. I feel like I want to test that in creative mode because potentially you could definitely make a peaceful mob switch with these guys. Because it used to not be the case. You only used to have 1 at a time. So now that we have multiples, I mean, man, if you can get like 100 of these dudes, that would be pretty amazing for the technical world. Let's probably get out of here. I think that explosion's gonna hurt. Yeah, definitely gonna have to test that out in creative mode at some point. Dun dun dun! And we have our 2nd star. Amazing. Which makes a total of 6 at the moment. Pretty cool. I have no idea what I'm gonna use those for, but I'm sure we'll come up with something. So anyway, I basically got all of those freaking wither skulls because I was trying to get blaze rods because I needed magma blocks because they don't spawn in our world because the world is too old. It was spawned before, or it was generated before those were a thing. So I had to do it the old-fashioned way, and I'll show you why. Yeah, it took me a really long time to get all of these, but, magma blocks across the whole thing prevent Endermen from going anywhere and hanging out and blocking our mob cap or whatever, because they were able to walk around on the slabs and stuff. It was all messed up. We had hoppers under here. Oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. I think I still have some, like 4 or 5 stacks of hoppers. I'm gonna grab those actually. Yeah, so I switched it to minecarts, and I really don't know how I feel about it at the moment. I think it's better, but it's still got, problems of its own, obviously, because minecarts suck. Just another example of why they obviously don't care about technical players or the advanced, gameplay elements, because minecarts have always been a problem, and they just refuse to fix it. I do not understand. They keep jumping tracks, and they'll stop and random stuff, and they don't pick up items, and it's just the same old stuff you're aware of since the start of Minecraft. Still a problem. So all of those things are happening here, and I think that that's going to give us some problems. But so far it's been reliable, so I'm going to wait till we get, issues to fix anything. There you go. So they just launch every once in a while. I did that with some vertical redstone with the slime blocks, because I got way more of those than I do observers. Yeah, and they just launch every once in a while, and I guess it doesn't really matter when they go, because no matter what, like, they're going to go eventually again anyway, and they're going to pick up the items. So it doesn't matter if it's like in sync or anything like that. Pretty cool. There's a little bit of water here because nothing falls into the middle, and if they do, they just get pushed onto the magma blocks anyway. Yeah, and so the only thing I got to do here really is magma block proof this whole thing over here, because when Endermen fall down and they don't die, because for some reason they don't die, they'll just walk over to there and they'll be safe. And eventually they'll walk back over to here because they're stupid, then they'll die. But I want to cover the whole thing in magma blocks, so there's literally nowhere they can go. I think that'll help out. Yeah, but it seems to be working out pretty well at the moment. Let's hop down there and see if we can observe it. I don't know. I mean, it was just an experiment. It's funny, when I was doing this, I realized we don't need this at all. Like, and you see there's items left here, but it doesn't matter because they're going to get picked up well within the 5-minute range anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, but I was realizing we don't need this mob farm at all. Like, we have individual farms for all of these items in different places that are way better than this for the individual item itself. It's kind of funny. Like, we have a triple spider spawner. We've got, like, the witch farm for gunpowder. And, I mean, gold farm, rotten flesh. We got skeleton spawners up the yin-yang. All over the place. It's just funny how, like, we don't need this at all. It's just a fun experiment to try and figure out how to make it work. And I think that this was an improvement because I don't like the flushing platform. I think it's too much water updates, and there's just like, it just doesn't seem reliable. And minecarts are not much better, but I figured we would try it out instead because I haven't seen this done like this before. Well, guys, we're back here in the jungle. I'm going to keep working on this place because I'm really liking this. Some other notable things that are happening in the world is we are still working on the perimeter, and I'm about halfway done with the wall. Oh my gosh, we got a pack spawn. Little baby ocelots. This is the best day. Oh man, solved the audio problem. So happy about it. So I'm just going to basically wrap it up here so I can get this episode out to you guys because I'm super busy this week doing real stuff in the real life, planting plants and getting ready for the farming season and all of that. So yeah, I'm just going to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a super freaking good rest of your day. And later this week, you should expect an episode from me with some more progress, hopefully, because we had a shorter one today. So anyway, guys, like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Ow.